another video, and this one is a tutorial. Many have asked about how I made the craft folders that I have inside of my no, sorry, it's not a passport, it is a personal size traveler's notebook. So these are the tools that I use. First thing is a Fisker's rotary cutter, or any sort of a rotary cutter. I like this one because it has a good handle, it has a grippy, it also has a hand guard here, and it's quick and easily retractable, so you won't hurt yourself. So that you'll use. Let's see, I have a pair of scissors. This is the only pair of scissors I have, but you can use any kind of scissors, but these just happen to be Fisker's. I think they came in the same set with the rotary cutter. So there's the scissors. Now I have two different types of bone folders. I know it's a horrible name, but they're actually not made out of bone. They're made out of plastic now. This is just, I think, a Recollections one I got at Michael's. And this is, if you can see, it's the Martha Stewart one. And I like this one because you can see, you can actually score with it, which we will need to be doing in this. I have a Tim Holtz ideology ruler, and I like it because it has, you can see, a metal edge here. If you need to make any marking, you can stick a little fine pencil lead through there, and if you're doing some fine measuring, you have the grid on top, so it's perfect for that. And then the last item is, this is the mini collage glue stick from the Lister's Got a List kit, if you ever buy that. Some sort of a strong adhesive, and this stuff works amazingly well. It is by, oops, Ranger? It doesn't want to, there it is, Ranger. And then what you're going to make your folder out of. Now we are making ones to fit in this, a personal size notebook. So actually all you really need is 8.5 by 11 paper. You can use like 12 by 12 paper and then cut it down to the dimensions. But I love these Recollections because they come in a wide variety of colors. Now this is just the craft. But here's black and white polka dots. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, that's a real pretty one. It's red with white polka dots. Orange stripes on the bias. Purple chevrons. And then here's just, they have a ton of colors. If you go to Michael's, they're found in the scrapbook paper section, and normally they're I want to say like $3.99 or $4.99, but sometimes you can find them on sale. What is it, 5 for $10? So they're more than half off. So there'd be $2. The craft paper tends to have more. It tends to have 50 sheets. And your fancier designed ones, you have 25 sheets. So just, you're paying, more for the ink and all of that. Way this, it's just generic craft cardstock. And you can see here it's 65-pound paper, so it's nice. So here we go. Step 1. You need a piece of cardstock or scrapbook paper cut to 8.5 by 11. That's step 1. Step 2, oh, here, let me move all these out of the way. I have them all set. Step 2 is, all you have to do is fold it in half lengthwise. Okay? Now, step 3, see if we can set this down. One thing you want to do is, there you see where I have this dark pen line. I used my Muji pen. It's 1 inch. You would actually cut off that 1 inch Then you'll see you have from here to here, you have 1, 2, 3.5 inches. So that is going to be, once you have this cut off, actually let me do that real quick. And it's real simple if you have one of these cutting boards with the grid. Just line it up. I've never done this on camera before, so there we go. Very simple. And of course I didn't do it very well because I'm looking through the fold, but cut that off. Then what I do is I take the Martha Stewart bone folder, because you can score with it, put the ruler where you want it, score, 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 however many times you need to. Then you get a great line. You can fold it up, fold it in half. So there you've already got the beginnings of what looks like our folder. So that's a very important step. Okay, we're gonna leave step 3 here, right there. Now, we have a lot of different things that we have to do in order for step 4. I chose this really pretty purple chevron, so it's probably making everyone dizzy seeing it on the screen. So it's folded in half, like this. Now, you can see I have some marks, maybe, right up here. What I did was, if I get this, get that out of the way. I actually took a pencil. I broke my 1 pen July because I needed a pencil for this, because my pen was too thick of a nib. But I went in 3, 1, 2, 3, drew a dot, did it further down, and then did it further down here. And I did the same thing on the other side. And then, just like with the bottom, I lined up all of those, took the Martha Stewart bone folder with the scoring, scored a line here a couple of times to make it not really easy to bend. I did the same thing over here, scored it, then I folded it up all on both sides. So even down here it was folded. Then what I did, I should have made an extra one after this to show you, but first thing I did was cut along the fold here and cut here. Cut it straight off. Same thing here. I didn't do a very good job with this one. Cut here and straight off. So you could fold it up and you can see that this is covered by that. Same thing here. Then the next thing that I did was I folded it in half, and I wanted an angle for my pocket, for the pockets. So all I did was take my ruler, put an angle that I felt I wanted, cut it, not like that, but cut it, and this is what you end up with. So you have your V in the center, and you have these pieces here. Let me take, actually the fork can stay there. Then what you do is you take the glue, and I just run it along here. And you got to do it to both sides. You can use that dot adhesive, that's on those strips. I've used that in the past. This just happened to be on my craft table, so that's what I used. Then fold it up, and you can see I did miter the corner here. And actually you can take that same, one of those bone folders, and when I say miter is I just kind of cut it on a little angle. That one I didn't do very well. This folder was my first one that I started to make. Then you can see what I'm doing is I'm just cutting there. So you can have full access to the pocket. So there you go. You have a purple chevron folder, and then here's step 5, which you see is in this beautiful houndstooth, black and white houndstooth. Yep. So that's kind of a quick explanation, a 10-minute little explanation on how to make one of these folders. What I'm going to do, you'll see there's the purple one finished now. What I'll probably do is make a one that doesn't have those mistakes in it. And even if you wanted to, you could also put a little notch at the top and at the bottom for your elastics so they don't, you know, rip the folder. What I'm going to do is I made a bunch of these today. Here's the houndstooth one, here's the purple one, I'll make another purple one. Here's that pretty, I guess it's reddish with white polka dots. And then I have a lot of craft folders. And then here's actually a really pretty dark blue one. And then I'll even make this one, and even step 1. So what we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll make one more. Let's see. Let me pick a great color. How about that? A really bright sunny yellow since it's summer. What I'm going to do is I will leave all of the directions in the description box below, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do like a little giveaway. 10 folders, 10 different people. So if you want one of these folders, leave in the description box below which one you would want and why, or if you want a craft folder so that way you can decorate it any way you want to. But these are for the personal size traveler's notebook. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 4 that are the craft paper. There's 1 that's going to be a purple chevron, and I'll remake it because I did a lousy job on that miter. So this one will get stuck in mine. So, but there will be a purple one. There'll be a red with white polka dots, a blue one, and then a black and white houndstooth, and I'll make one out of yellow. So I will leave in the comments below, in the description below, more measurements. I know I did it really quick, and I did it quick because I didn't want it to be a 30-minute video on how to make a folder. Okay, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Thumb it up, like it. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.